Like, share, subscribe, all that.
Centric, 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 centric. Centric, 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 centric.
What's up? How y'all doing, man? This is another show of Opinion Hated. I'm your host, Ray Man.
I'm Big Low. How y'all doing tonight?
And we just here. We're in the building, man, with a special guest. We want y'all to get to know him, man. Introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is IVIE, a.k.a. Chop, a.k.a. Chopzilla, a.k.a. Niggy Nice.
There it is. There it is. That's what's up, man. You know, we happy for you to be here today.
Appreciate
you know what I'm saying? Through the will of God, you know what I'm saying? We able to be in here and then share our experience with what we've been through with the people, man, so they get a better understanding of what it is of a place that you don't want to be.
Yeah.
This is where you take pictures at, nigga. This is where you get your food and your drinks from,
Exactly.
You don't want to go there. This is where your people come.
No.
Just imagine buying a motherfucking jalapeno burger that costs like nigga $5, $6, $7 out of fucking machine that you gotta warm up. Nigga, you don't want that. Keep it real.
Exactly.
All right, man. That's what it is, man. Tell us a little bit about your, your case, if you can. Let us know, like, what you went down for and how long you was gone.
All right, so let's go back like 15 and a half years, Stupidity landed me in prison, man. I caught I don't like to say caught. I committed the offense of robbery, in Cass County. To where, and it landed me in, Harrisonville, man. They don't play out there, man. And I was playing with my life, you know what I mean? So, let me see, 2007, June 29th, I landed in the Cass County, county jail on a first degree robbery, me and my little cuz, man. And my first feelings going in was like humiliation.
You kind of felt like you let people down.
Yeah. Number one, myself, because as a man, especially as a black man, you gotta know your potential, man. You know what I mean? If you don't know your potential, then you gotta know your potential in this world. Bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I landed myself in the county jail facing 15 to 30 years for impulsive decision that, didn't lead to anything but me being, behind some walls, man. So, initially going in there, man, it was, like I said, humiliation, a shame. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I'm around all these country fed boys. I didn't want to eat because I'm depressed. Yeah. And
that's what it will do to you.
Yeah, I'm a firm believer of, depression, man, how you don't feel like doing anything. Yeah. Especially when you were, trying to make positive steps in society. Mm-hmm. But your best decision led you in that predicament. So I was fucked up. Keep it real, you know what I mean? So
now when you say you feel like you let people down, like who was the people that you feel like you let down?
Man, I let my son down. I let my girl down, my future wife. That's the same person. I let my mama down, let my sisters down.
However many of them is.
I got 6 sisters. You know what I mean? Shit. So I let a lot of people down, man. My daddy down. See? I let a lot of people down.
How old was your son when you got locked up?
My son was 6. Damn. Maybe 6 years old.
Just coming into 6, 7 when you just start really realizing what's going on.
Yeah.
Around you too. That's a real critical age for you.
A critical age.
You say you did how many years?
I did 13 years, 8 months, and 8 days.
And so when you got out, he was how old?
He was 20.
20.
Oh man.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he was 20.
That's crazy. Now do you feel like before you went to the joint, do you feel like it was rocks that you was throwing at the place, or do you feel like, you know what I mean? Because we all understand what's right and wrong, you know what I mean, once we reach a certain age. But do you feel like it was designed for you to be there, or this was something that you kind of just brought up on yourself by your negative way of thinking?
A mixture of both.
Okay.
Mixture of both, because I knew right from wrong. I wanted to straddle the fence. And I didn't care about the consequences until they slapped them on me.
See what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Or even that you didn't care, did you know? You know what I mean? Because it's like playing that game. Once again, we go back to that same analogy. If you play any game, you have to know the rules of the game in order to succeed and win. So, do you feel like you knew what your possibilities was, or you was just like, fuck it, I don't care?
Make sure both again.
Straight up. Yeah.
You gotta be truthful, man. You gotta look in the mirror and be like, man, this is what I did, man. I'm gonna accept this, or I'm not gonna accept it. Yeah. If you ain't gonna accept it, then you'll come up with some lies and bullshit. You know what I mean? And everybody tired of listening to that shit.
Or you might be like, that was him right there, Ossifer.
Get your free Happy Meal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But we cut from a different cloth. We don't do that.
There it is.
You know what I mean? You know that. We don't do that, man. We don't
y'all
do that.
Hear that shit?
We don't do that shit.
Accept your shit, man.
Exactly. Yeah. Because it's too. I've been a lot of things. But it's two things that I will never be, that you can never come back from. And that's a fag and a rat. And I will, no. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And you know, me being ashamed, I've been a lot of stuff. I've been blamed for a lot of stuff. And you know what I mean? Most importantly, I accepted my consequences and my actions. But growing up, you know, in the era we grew up in, and you know, the people that we looked up to getting money, we knew what to do and what not to do, and sometimes we do what we not supposed to do and try to, you know, finagle out of that. But
we definitely do what we don't supposed to do, man. I feel that. You know what I mean? Now, when you say you in that county, boy, that Cass County, I can just imagine how Cass County is. I was in Jackson County.
Yeah.
So that motherfucker fucked up. So I can just imagine how Cass County. Oh, but I started off in Jasper County. You hear me down there in Joplin?
Yeah.
You did.
Close by where I was at.
Oh man, so I can just imagine how it was when you was.
Yeah.
You know, you get like that same breakfast every morning.
Yep.
They might switch you up with some different lunches, and shit. That's just what it is, huh? Ain't no TV and all that shit.
No, ain't no TV and no pod. We didn't even have utensils to eat.
You totally disconnected from the world.
Yeah. And that what made me more depressed, because I'm like, you know, just a moment ago, I'm connected with everybody. I'm lively. I'm living life.
Yeah.
The best of my ability. You know what I mean? And then the next moment, you know, I'm behind these four walls and can't go nowhere.
Trying to figure it out. Man.
So before all that happened, while you were still out here, before you got locked up, I know it was somebody was telling you, hey man, I see you going down the wrong route. Let me sprinkle you with something, make you go left while you going right. Was it somebody that talked to you about that, and you just like, I'm gonna do me, which what young men do?
Yeah,
I anybody to let you know, I see you going down this wrong path?
I remember, like, you know, yesterday, my mama.
Straight up.
My mama chastised me like a mug. I'm talking about. I just sat there, ate it up, but yet and still, I didn't take heed to it. Yeah, I didn't take heed to it. So, hindsight 2020.
Yeah, that's normally how it always be. Now, while you sitting in that county, right? See, because they shit, I know it's a little bit different from, you know, sitting in Jackson County and sitting in Jasper County. So I can just imagine Jasper is kind of like Cass. And it's like, you don't really get a chance to go to the law library and do all that shit to be able to study your case and see what it is, what type of, you know, outs you got. You know what I mean? So you really just sit in that motherfucker waiting on the people to give you a time that you can accept, or you know, how that go? Because you had a lawyer fighting your case, huh?
Yeah, I had a lawyer fight my case, but at the end of the day, I didn't have enough money to keep him, you know, active in my case.
I know how that go too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to figure it out. You know, he wanted $7,500. I gave him most of that, but you know how them lawyers is. If you don't come with all of it, then you know, we'll cut you off.
The motherfucker, the bitch, this goddamn bitch, I want to say his name so motherfucking bad. That bitch took $12,000. He wanted 15.
Damn.
He took 12,000, and because he couldn't get the other 3, he threw his son on the case. And then his son just like played that nigga to the left and did what the fuck he wanted to do. Crazy. You hear me? I know how that shit go, man. I'm telling you. Motherfucking bitch. Hey, black man, we need more lawyers.
Yeah.
We need some judges. You know what I mean? We need some help out here, baby. You know what I'm saying? We don't need no more motherfucking rappers.
Man.
You hear me? All right. I'll be on my bullshit sometimes. Yeah, straight up. But nah, you know, sitting in that county, though, it'd be a motherfucker, man. So if they would have, since it's kind of harsh in there and dealing with the conditions and things of that nature, did you feel like the first plea that they came with, you have to accept so you can get the fuck up out of there?
No. Hell no.
Didn't?
To where I was hard-headed. I'm like, you know, they said at first 16 years. And I was like, fuck no. You know what I mean?
No good.
And, you know, my future wife and my mom was like, go ahead. No, they said 18 at first. I was like, no. Then they came back with 16. I was like, no. I'm like, well, you go to trial, you lose out, you'll get, you know, life sentence because, you know, you already are a felon.
Scare tactics.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Without the TV show.
Exactly. So, you know, I was still like gung ho, like, no, I'm going to trial. But, you know, my future wife and my mom, like, no, we're going to be there for you. You know what I mean? And I took it.
Now, what did you take?
16 years.
16 years.
Yeah.
16 years.
You had 85% of that on the whole.
80 for Rossi, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how they play that. You know, it was a dirty game because them motherfuckers, they come to me talking this 25 shit. Yeah. Then they come back talking this 20 shit. Then they come back talking this 15. I ain't taking none of that shit. Yeah. Let's go to trial, motherfucker. Y'all ain't got shit but a line, motherfucker. Let's go to trial.
Yeah.
So make their job easy.
You know, day before trial, they come in there, motherfucker, listen, man, we're going to do this like this, man. If you want to take it, you take it. Yeah, sign me up. Put me on the next chain to go. You know what I'm saying? I can play this game, too. You hear me? Straight up. I could definitely play this game. Yeah. Now, what was it like when you first stepped off into the penitentiary? Because, you know, this is a different world now, unless you already knew about it.
Yeah. I already knew about it. You know what I mean? So I told my lawyer when he was rocking with me, you know, that I already had, I was already on probation, so send me to the prison so I can fight it. So he sent me to prison, but he sent me right to a level 5. And that was my first time.
Was where?
Crossroads.
Ooh-wee.
And that was my first time going to Crossroads. So I remember.
For those that don't know what level 5 is, what's the level
maximum
5?
security. You got
security.
minimum security. You know what I mean? Which is St. Joe and all that when you're about to transition back to society. Then you have a minimum. Medium. There you go. Yeah. Sorry about that. Medium. And that's like Cameron and Pacific and stuff like that. That's like the middle stage before you go to the minimum. Yeah. Then you got the maximum to where you got
round motherfuckers ain't never going home.
So you did a robbery and they put you in there with never going home.
Yeah, exactly. And I remember going down the walk. And
now, where they bring you in and what door they brought you in through?
They brought me through the back, but I had to go to 5 House. So I remember going down that walk, and I see my homie Munch, and he was like, "Man, what's up, man?" I'm like, "Man, what's up, man?" Like, "Man, you back?" I'm like, cause I last time I seen him was in the county. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "What's up, man? Man, some bullshit robbery and shit, man." And you know, with my cell. And, you know, trying to figure it out like, fuck, man, you know?
So you went to 5 House off the flip? You didn't go to 6 House?
No.
Straight up?
And then another real motherfucker I pulled up on, well, he pulled up on me was Stacks. You know what I mean? And
Stacks 100.
Nigga threw me a Walkman. He said, listen to some music and shit to ease my mind and shit. And
see, that's going to be my next question. When you went in there, did you see anybody you know, childhood friends or anything like that, but you just laid it on out because you didn't have to go in there and figure it out. You kind of had a little bit of a guidance.
I was in the county. I did like 6 months in the county back in 2002. You know what I mean? So I knew a few people, and they, you know, knew me from the streets and shit because, you know, we out south. And, you know, after that, man, just trying to figure this shit out, how to make the best of my time.
Now, I say that about the way you came in, right? Because I remember when I first came in Crossroads, they took me through 1 House.
Damn.
So, and then I got to sit in here while I wait to get my clothes and all this
That was the back. That's why I went to 1 House.
Yeah.
They was all segregated. So, one man,
You hear the motherfuckers in there screaming. Yeah. And the motherfucker tell you, put that piss down. You better not throw that shit on the wall. You hear me? That motherfucker, because that's where the long-term hole is. Okay. So it's people in there that's been down there probably for years. Or it's a year or better if you're going down there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
By yourself.
By yourself. You're not in there with nobody, so you're strictly going crazy. You know. And
let them tell you ain't supposed to be in there legally, 30 days or something like that, 60 days?
Well, man, they got new rules and shit they be making up memorandums.
It's wrote in pencil. The rules of the DOC are wrote in pencil. Therefore, they can erase and change to add to what they need for them whenever they want. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now let me ask you this, because you know I recall.
What's up?
After I went to 6 House, I know niggas here in Crossroads, but I'm spooked to death. You hear me? Because I've seen some shit already. It's first motherfucking day, 2, whatever. So I breaks me a motherfucking razor.
Damn.
You can stick a pencil inside the
eraser.
I mean the blade inside the handle part of the blade. So I breaks the top off. Now I done sharpen this bitch on the floor, and you know what I'm saying. I put some length on it too, so I could be able to just get a nigga real good. You hear me? Because I don't know this thing. That Dave X ain't told me nothing. I ain't seen them yet. I ain't got to him yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So was you feeling some of them same concerns?
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm trying to make it out this motherfucker alive. You know what I mean? To where I didn't look at, my first day as being gloomy and, man, this is going to be what I'm going to be about forever. You know what I mean? I had an exit strategy. But I was still apprehensive. Yeah. I was on alert. You know what I mean? I got to depend on my hands. Yeah. And, see who I know. See who they linked in with. Not to, tag along with them, though, but just to... let them know I'm here.
You gotta be aware.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You don't know what they own. Yeah, exactly. You gotta know who's associating with who. Yeah. And what type of shit are they into? It's good to know these things, or you'll be associated with them in some type of way, shape, or form. Yeah. Let me ask you about this: the paper that tells you when your
oh no.
Yeah, the paper that tells you when your parole hearing is. When you receive that, how you feel?
I was fucked. Check this out, bro. I was fucked up to where I strategically did something to where, because you need your support, man. You need your support from your family. Yeah. So I got that motherfucking, man, and it said 2019.
This was at 2007. Oh yeah, that was like
them is hard. Yeah, this is hard to.
And I think that's another mental game they playing with you too. Let you see all the years.
Exactly. So a lot of people can't handle that shit. Yeah. You know that. Yeah. So I had to think: can I keep it real with my wife and my family?
But you gotta tell somebody.
You know what I mean? Yeah. I didn't. I couldn't put that on them because I needed them. Yeah. So I had that faith, like, I'm about to get out one day, man. Boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
They changing the laws.
Yeah. I told my wife, I'm like, look, how much time you think I'm gonna have to do? Hit her like that. She's like, about 9 years. I said, yeah, about 9. But I knew, deep in my heart, like, it's gonna be at least 12. But I didn't want to tell her that. You know what I mean? Because we need all the support we can get, man. And if people, jumping out the car, man, you gotta start doing shit that. Cause I know motherfuckers in prison selling sandwiches and all that type of shit, and I ain't knocking that.
I was a part of that clique. Fucking the kitchen up.
Fire ass sandwiches. Yeah. But I'm like, man, shit. I'm trying to just make sure that my family is mentally sane and stable to rock with me through this, because they sanity and stability is gonna keep me going.
And see, motherfucker don't think about that. Yeah. We get the time, but our family do the time with us.
Hell
you know what I mean? This man did all my bit with me.
That's real.
You hear me? All my bit with me. That nigga could have said, man, holler at me when you get out, cuz, or something. Yeah. Or you bugging me or something too motherfucking much. Exactly. That nigga never did none of that shit. You hear me? That shit mean a lot, boy. And it help you, you know what I'm saying, to understand your relationships with your people too, don't it?
Yeah. There's another thing I'm going to ask real quick. So the same, while you was out here, I know you was getting your love. Mm-hmm. Did you get that same love when you got locked up? Or when you was calling them same people you thought had that love for? They was like, boy, everything but what you want to hear. How that
I got you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Now
it'll never show.
When I was out, I hung with my family. Yeah. I had a couple partners, we had associates and shit like that. Mm-hmm. I knew I couldn't depend on them. But my family, for the most part,
they all hung in there.
They hung in there. They hung in there. They hung in there. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So where if I need it, I don't like asking nobody for shit. I didn't ask my mama for nothing after 5 years. Yeah. I finally broke down. But, my sister, my 20-year, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. She looked out for me. My sister Irina looked out for me. I knew who I could depend on.
Yeah.
But I didn't, use it.
Yeah.
You know, like overuse it. You know what I mean? I didn't take advantage of it to where I know they got lights out here and stuff like that. So income tax, I got a sister for income tax. You know what I mean? Like quarterly, I got a sister for quarterly. You know what I mean? And mostly, you know, my wife, she was incredible, man. She did.
What's your wife's name?
My wife's name Lisa.
Shout out to Lisa.
Yeah, shout out to Lisa
stand-up
McKenzie.
woman,
You know what I
man.
mean?
Well,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, you know what I mean?
You don't hear too much of that.
No. She did my whole bid.
Yeah.
My whole bid.
That's
bid.
hard to do.
Woo.
Whole bid. 13 years, 8 months, 8 days. She did the whole thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, that's love.
Yeah, it's love.
is.
You know what I mean?
Definitely love. Now, how you feel about your relationships you had? Because I know you ran with some dudes when you was out here. You know what I mean? So once you get locked up, where was them dudes? You know, was they anywhere to be found?
I had one best friend, and he was there with me until he passed away. You know, my shout out to my partner, Badman. Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
Yeah. Yeah, but other than that, just family, man. For real. Yeah.
Should be. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I had some partners and shit before I got locked up. Then when I got locked up, shit, I ain't had no partners no more. My partners were joint niggas. You hear me? Straight up. And I know how that shit go. I don't wish it on nobody, so watch what y'all, you know, you niggas be running around these cliques and packs and all that shit like them niggas gonna have your back, nigga, when the motherfucker shit hit the fan. It's different than what you think, nigga. Go through some shit so you can get you some experience and see what the fuck this shit really all about, man. I tell you, it's real, man. It's real when it get real. You hear me? You know, when you was in that motherfucker though, right? Time moving and grooving. What do you feel like you put some muscle in your brain while you was in there?
I went by these 3 facets, you know, spiritually, mentally, and physically. So I had to compartmentalize them, like which one was most important to me. First and foremost, spiritually, because without the Lord, man, I wouldn't have made it.
That's right.
First and foremost, you know what I mean? And then I had to think, you know, which one comes next, you know, physically or mentally. Now, to a lot of people, you might think physically, but me, it was mentally. So I read books. I wrote a book. You know what I mean? And I tried to exercise my mind, man. I wrote a book. You know what I mean? Yeah.
So wrote a book? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wrote a book. Yeah.
Okay. What's the name of the
Copywritten
book?
and everything. It's called REAL. It's an acronym for Realizing Everything About Love. It's a self-help book. Yeah.
Is it on,
now, where is that at?
Put your hands on it?
I got a copywritten, right? But right now, I wrote this in 2011.
Yeah.
Right after my dad passed away.
Yeah.
And I let a few people read it, like, man, it's good. I've been trying to, when I was in prison, I was going through publishers and they was like, this is good, but they want me to co-publish with them and pay some money. I ain't had no money. You know what I mean? So when I got out, man, I've been out 16 months now. And, you know, it's part of my plans, but I haven't got to it yet. But I know when it hit, check it out. It's going to be real.
So
you know what I mean?
Come back on here when you do get
exactly. I still got
you back on.
It's copywritten, everything, you know what I mean? And it's a self-help book. The select few people that read it, you know, they loved it. And, you know, it's going to be on the market soon.
We need some real stuff out here. I don't know if everybody else see it. We getting close to living in our last days. I ain't saying it's going to be end of the world, but our last normal days is coming to an end. I think. As far as the regular and real, it's going to be Star Wars. That's what it's gonna start turning into, Star Wars.
Purge, nigga. Yeah, every day purge. Nah, don't think like that. Don't think like that. It's gonna get better, man. You know what I mean? We gotta keep pushing, baby. Well, I'm telling me, don't think like that purge. But shit, goddamn, it's like we living in the motherfucker now. The only thing we just dealing with the rules of the shit. You hear me? Straight up. Now, being in the joint, right? I know they force you to work, don't they?
Yeah.
How many different jobs did you have while you was up in there?
All right, so starting off, I worked in the kitchen. They put
everybody
go
to the kitchen.
Right? So, you know, I did like, you gotta do 30 days, right? So my first day, I'm like, man, this is not for me. I'm not doing this shit.
What shift was you on?
I was on the 3rd shift, man.
So you had dinner?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I ain't like that.
That's the worst one, huh?
I didn't like that.
Yeah, it's kind of because it take up it take up a lot of your second, your midday rec. If you got midday rec at that time, and then you pretty much ain't gonna get too much of a night rec.
But they got you coming in from 1 o'clock to 9.
Yeah, you gonna miss that window.
You know, and it was just bullshit, man. Serving the slop. You know what I mean? And
wow.
you were making pennies a day.
Hey, the if you serving the slop right, because whatever's on the tray, it'll be one motherfucker standing in front of that, and that's what they keep scooping when the trays come. You know what I mean? And if you get to putting too much on that shit, this motherfucking lady down square cook, that's gonna go home to her kids and all that other shit, she gonna tell you, you can't do that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna write your ass up. Or you want to smack that
too much food.
And they most definitely will.
That bitch with that motherfucking tool in your hand so bad. You hear me?
You sweat, getting on the food.
And niggas don't know that. Niggas don't know that.
Don't know, but they so hungry.
But you gotta eat though. If you ain't got no food, you ain't got
Yeah.
no people in there looking out for you. You gotta come to the chow hall.
Yeah.
And I've been told that stuff be old, outdated, liable to have worms in it.
You know, sometimes it do be outdated. It do be some outdated stuff sometimes, but they try to keep a hold on that to make sure that it ain't. Cause one thing I'll say, them dudes put that paperwork in. When they put that paperwork in, and once they find out anything about anything from anybody working in the kitchen, they putting that paperwork in, and it's gonna go federal. You hear me? So they got to clear that shit up.
Something ain't right, they can get straightened out.
They can get straightened out with that paperwork. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Straight up, that shit be real, man. Them niggas get to put in that paperwork, boy. We was up there with some wizards too.
Some wizards.
You hear me?
And they gonna make change happen.
Yeah, we was up there with some wise men, man. Straight up, and they kind of like made it jailable.
How to make that paperwork work in y'all favor.
Yeah. Only thing we couldn't get to work in our favor was the 85%. We could not get
And
rid
they
of the
was trying
85%.
their ass off.
You
I
know
was
what I'm
coming to
saying?
talk about that. My girl was telling me that they supposed to be graded August 28, trying to pass.
August 28 is the day for every time.
Yeah,
and
that's
they
the
always,
legislation.
It's always
The
August.
yeah,
legislation
they nullify it.
session.
They always August 28.
85% supposed to be back on the
August
ballot
28,
for
that's my
first
sister's birthday.
offenders.
August 28, they always come with,
Year after
you know,
year after
this the
year.
date. They're gonna make the decision, and everybody got their hopes up, but
Yeah, ain't nothing gonna change.
Yeah, it still the
they
same
write it
effect.
in pencil, not ink.
exactly.
That's how it go. That's exactly how it go. Now, I want to ask you though, programs. Did you take any programs while you was in there? Like,
Yeah.
I know they got mandatory programs, but like, was there any programs that you volunteered to do?
Yeah, Rose. I took at least 100 programs. I facilitated programs. I took programs.
So,
You know what I mean? Yeah,
shit,
yeah. I made my own programs and taught them. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I felt like that's why I'm saying number 2 was mental. You know, I had to, keep my mind stable and, not, systematically programmed like they want you to be. But I had to venture out. I had to, try to give and inspire people to think about the outside, not the inside.
Yeah. So you're basically just training yourself
Yeah.
to prepare for different situations when the world let you back in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you think being in there made you better, came out a better person
Absolutely.
before you came in?
Absolutely. If I was still going down the path I was going down, I probably would have been dead. Because I was womanizing. You know what I mean? And eventually it would have caught up to me. And I would just spread myself thin, man. I believe that, we all got a special color. You know what I mean? And everybody has, a unique color that God give you. But a lot of black men, want to be quote unquote players and shit like that, man, because what we see on the internet and videos and shit like that.
That's
So we
what they
spread
teach
ourselves.
us.
Yeah, we spread our color. Smear it. I was doing that. I was smearing my color, man. Yeah.
Now, on the transition of coming home, like how you said you didn't want the people to know when your
Out day.
your hearing date was for
Yeah,
you to
yeah,
be
yeah.
able to get your out date. So Did you let people know your out date when you was on your way home?
Yeah, 2019. I remember I talked to my sister, and she just moved to her home, and I was like, I see the parole board in February, and I'm like, they should give me immediate out date, and that was the truth. I'm like, hopefully they give me immediate out date. They gave my ass a 2-year out date, and it hurt, but it hurt me more telling my people.
Yeah.
My wife cried her ass off.
Yeah.
Man. She was extremely mad. I was mad too. But I'm like, I already did 12 years. 2 more years ain't shit.
That's the walk down.
Yeah.
You know, that's a dirty game they play with the parole here and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I went in there. I was the last person to go in there. And the dude before me went in there, and I'm hearing him. Fuck y'all, I don't give a fuck. Y'all don't know where the fuck I'm from. Fuck y'all. Woo, 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 woo. He don't give a fuck. He doing 7 years on manslaughter. He don't give a fuck. He's at the end. Boo. Okay, now I gotta go in here. Yes, sir. I done did what you want me to do, sir. Can I go home to my people, sir? And motherfuckers, you know, they play that dirty game. Well, what about this and what about that? I don't know, sir. I just do me. You know, I just want to go home here. So when they send me my motherfucking date, they give me a 3-year date. I'm so fucking mad. You hear me? Because they pushing me past my 85% now. You know what I mean? But where I was at Boonville when they gave me the date. And they was pushing a lot of dudes 3 years, 3 years, 3 years, 3 years. I'm like, damn, why the fuck is they handing us all these 3-year dates? That ain't how that shit supposed to go. We supposed to do our 85. Niggas ain't getting no dirties. Niggas ain't doing none of that. Niggas ain't fucking up going to the hole. But them same motherfuckers that's fucking up going to the hole, bucking the whole system, getting dirties and all that, them is the people that be like, go home.
Get them out.
We know you coming right back.
I was just about to say.
We know you coming right back. Go home.
Back.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, I feel like they was trying their best to kind of like
break y'all spirit, man.
Yeah, that's what they wanted to do.
Probably gonna do something within these 3 years. He ain't gonna get out in that 3 years.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You know what I mean? So when you finally did come home, do you feel like you had a good support system around you to be able to help you transition back into society?
Yeah, I had a great support system, man. My wife had a car for me. You know what I mean? To where, and a nice loving home.
Yeah.
And all I had to do then was, you know, plant my feet and make my mark.
I know that's right. So
Yeah.
you really was in a good position to be able
was in a
to
great
put
position.
yourself in a better position.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a blessing.
So when you did first come home, like, what was one of the first things to make you say, man, we as a people ain't the same no more?
See, that's a good question, because I learned that my family members, some of my family members, man, that was dear to me and still dear to me to this day, they changed, but they say I changed, but I changed for the better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like they didn't want to see me excel the way that I'm excelling right now. You know? So seeing that, I knew I was going to get that from random people and people that I knew that we wasn't really jammed, but you like my associate.
Right.
But from my family, you know what I mean? Because when I first got out, man, my first job was landscaping. And that was the most money I ever made. It was $16 an hour.
Yeah.
So I was happy. I was proud. You know what I mean? But I knew I deserved better, though.
That's
so I kept,
hard work, boy.
you know what I mean?
hard
But it was easy because I was
You
trained.
know what you said?
What's up?
You said, I knew I deserved
Yeah,
better.
I knew I deserved better,
You
and I
gotta know
kept
your
climbing.
worth. Yeah.
I kept climbing, so I went from 16 to 18, 20, 23, and now I make almost double than what I made when I first got out.
Yeah.
So God is good, man.
All the time, baby.
Yeah.
Hallelujah, God is good.
And that just go to show though, because you know I remember I used to hear dudes be like, "Man, I can't get a job. I'm a felon." That shit dead.
Yeah.
That
way
shit dead.
You know
I'm
why?
talking about niggas is getting jobs. Everybody that I associate with coming up out of there, everybody was able to get good jobs here and there, wherever. And quit one, get another one.
Yep,
You know, just
exactly.
like that.
Yeah.
Just like that. So I don't, you know, all that shit where niggas don't want to work. That's niggas don't want to work.
Yeah, because it's the placement. They don't want to be placed in fast food industry.
That's
they don't want to be placed in a type of environment to where they will feel like their pride is being shattered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, my brother always said, and I believe it. You know what I mean? Seeing all these random dudes and people that I knew, and they still in the same position. I've been gone for almost 14 years.
Yeah.
Get these dudes that I know that been in prison for a long time. These dudes will come out here and kill this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they hungry. These dudes ain't hungry out here, man.
We hear that a lot too on this show, man.
Yeah, they not let my people out that did hella time, and you know what I mean. They gonna be out here and they gonna kill some stuff.
Yeah.
Look what we doing.
I believe that.
You know what I mean?
I believe that. I'm telling you, motherfuckers is hungry. Niggas is really. My whole thing is I want to be able to take care of my family.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I can't do that sitting in a jail cell.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that like, you know what I'm saying, taking chances with my life every day like that. You know what I mean? A lot of dudes don't got no responsibilities.
No.
So they can run up and down the street all day or do whatever it is they do. You know what I mean? I ain't knocking none of it. You know what I mean? I used to be that nigga. I ain't knocking none of it. But my kids need me.
When you got a lot more to
my
lose,
wife need me.
you think a lot more about the moves you make. Like, man, I can't make that move. Got people depending on it.
Yeah.
You got a lot. You got people depending on you. You move like a chessboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. You gotta do it like that. Or else we just gonna be following the same trends of old, man.
Yeah.
Going back and doing what it is they want us to do and being in the places that they want us to be. You hear me?
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. That shit dead. Y'all got me fucked up. I ain't going back. Nigga. I ain't paying no restitution. I ain't doing none of that. Y'all got me fucked up. All that. Don't mind me.
No, for real.
Straight up. I was talking to the old boy today. He was like, man, the PO told me that she would violate me if I ain't paying my $30 a month. I said, man, I would have told that bitch they got every dime out of me they ever gonna get, and if they ever want another dime, they better start garnishing my wages, because they ain't getting it. I ain't giving them shit. All right, I ain't gonna keep that. They might be listening to me. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. But I meant what I said, bitch.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Straight up. So what are you doing out here now, though? You know what I mean? What you got going on? Because I know while we was in there, me and you made some music.
Yeah, of course.
You hear me? Some good motherfucking music.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I was like, I know this us and we sitting right here and I'm saying this, but we really made good music.
Some good music, man.
For real.
Yeah.
And it ain't shoot 'em up, bang bang. I still got the tapes.
Yeah.
I still got the tapes,
And
cassette
that shit
tapes.
dead,
Do y'all know what cassette tapes are? Not everybody know what cassette tapes are. Do y'all know what them little things is? Little cartridge that you stick inside a machine, a little bit bigger than your phone, you know what I'm saying? A little thicker than your phone. You put it in a machine and you listen to it, got music on it, kind of like an MP3 player. You hear me? Niggas don't know nothing about that shit. You might know about the CD.
Download? They don't know about no
download.
tape.
No
Tape
download.
in.
No tablet, no none of that. We talking about a straight little machine that plays tapes that you can record on these tapes.
Go Google it.
Yeah, go Google that shit. Straight up. Yeah, we used to make some good music. You out here fucking with the music now?
So and so. All right, you know, we busy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I always have a heart and a passion for music. And, you know, my heart is saddened because I'm not doing, you know, what I really want to do as far as with the music tip. Yeah. So right now I got a conventional job like everybody else got. You know what I mean? And it's a good job. I thank God for that. You know, I'm a mobile barber. So, you know, you can holler at me, you know what I mean?
Oh, you a mobile barber?
Yeah, I'm a mobile barber.
Because I know you cut hair.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
black, white, girls. I cut your dog hair. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit. There it is. Look, y'all better holler at Chop, man.
Yeah,
Chop gonna get you right.
Yeah.
Tell them how they can get in touch with you so they can get their hair cut, man.
Well, you know, you can call me, but, you know, you can email me. You know, I do groups because, you know, me and my wife, my wife is an ordained minister, so you can catch us on LinkedIn. You know, my name is Ivy McKenzie, IVIE McKenzie, McKinzy. We on LinkedIn. And my wife, we do like package deals. We can do like, my wife, she's an ordained minister, so we can do the Vegas type of wedding, where you want it fast, simple, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you want a, big wedding, traditional, to where I can cut the groom's hair, you know what I mean? And all his men. Or, I can come to you for more convenient, with the COVID stuff, people like to be at home and stuff like that. They want more, convenient way of having access to a barber. So, I do all that, man, to where, I pass out business cards, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Bro gonna have one.
Yeah.
And, you can email me.
Yeah, we gonna get it loaded up because this is gonna be one of our new sponsors, so that's what it is. We're gonna get it loaded up so y'all can get the info y'all need and y'all be able to see week in, week out what's going on. You hear me? Yeah. Straight up, that's what it is, man. Shout out to all the joint niggas. You hear me? Straight up. Yeah. I believe we got some music though because you've been playing with some music.
All right, so here's the thing. All right, so I put this out last year, man. I believe as a culture, we got a beautiful culture, everybody. Embrace it. I believe in, having fun, just treasuring memories and stuff like that. So my first birthday party was last year, and I was like, man, I kept hearing from people that I know, like, man, you ain't dropped nothing yet? I'm like, I'm gonna drop something for my birthday, man. So, this song, I got to record it, and it's basically, man, just have a good time. It's for people that, like to have fun and, not be in no bullshit drama, and, living your best life, man, to where it's for my Virgo Nation, but every day is somebody's birthday, man, so celebrate it. I'm all about celebrations. I'm all about, having good times, good vibes, no negativity, man, so I dropped it, man. I debuted it on my birthday. I threw a nice little party. Yeah. And they liked it, man.
Now who did the beat?
Well, I got the beat off of YouTube, but I bought the rights to it. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm like, yeah, it's a nice beat.
Now,
and then I got recorded at Unlabeled Music. Where that at? That's off Westport, man. Good dudes, man.
Who run that?
Dude named Chris. It's off of it's on Westport Road, man. It's right over there by
that ain't the White Boys, is it?
The White Boys.
Yeah, down in the basement.
Shout out to the
basement. That's what I know.
Down in the basement, man. They did it, man. You know what I mean? And they put it together for me, man.
That's where me and G Blaze put together our joint at. You know what I mean? Yeah. The one that's trending in Africa. Let me throw that out.
That's what's up. That's what
Hold up. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Kyle, we
music
ready?
reaches worldwide, baby.
Kyle, we ready? We got that motherfucker loaded up, ready to go. This the party.
Twisted up in France.
Exactly.
Let's check him out, see what he working with, man. Because I want to hear some of this shit. Before we jump into that, if y'all don't know about what's going on this weekend, you've been up under a rock, you've been out of town, you've been somewhere under the motherfucking ground. The All Missouri Music Awards is going down at the Gym Theater this Sunday, starting at 7 o'clock. I do believe everything starts at 7. Doors open at 5:30. Y'all come on out and kick it, man. It's going to be a nice event where you get to meet all of your favorite artists from the town or all over the state of Missouri. Then you get the network. You know what I mean? Then you got Looney Corleone performing. Then you got YGKC performing. You know what I mean? You got Girl Game performing. Maya, you hear me? You got some bad motherfuckers touching the stage that night, man. Get suited and booted, man, and come kick it with us, man. That's what we on. You hear me? Everybody that don't know,
support the town.
This Sunday,
town,
All Missouri Music Awards. They coming from everywhere. They coming from the Boot Hill, Columbia, St. Louis, Springfield, you name it, St. Joe. They coming to the All Missouri Music Awards. You best believe it. All right, let's jump into the music.
Something about a nigga like me. I keep a pocket full of lettuce and they call me blue cheese. I party in the party if I'm not in attendance. I turn it up like my mama in the kitchen. Attention, it's It's a new era on the sound wave. I'm Niggy Nice and I'm about to make the ground shake. It's been a long time, but now I'm back, y'all. I didn't miss a beat, so with this beat, I'ma crack y'all. And like crack, y'all, I came with the butter flow. So let me butter your bread with a little dose of this shit from the chopper, really index. A verbal suplex from my prefrontal cortex. The subject is a whole lot of kicking it. The money is a damn flow, so baby, start getting it. The bottom two legs, baby, start splitting it. Wind your body up and baby, start taking it. Party, we like to party. Hey, we like to party. We like to party, cause it's my motherfucking birthday. Party, we like to party. Hey, we like to party. We like to party, cause it's my motherfucking birthday. Hey, now everybody take a shot for me. And when you're done, man, it's your gun and make it pop for me. That's right, baby, do your thing. Let these motherfuckers know that you the baddest in the game. With an ass like that, you need to be under arrest. For bouncing them checks, you the prime suspect. Keep going up and down like a low. I see you twerking so good, got to watch it in slow-mo. We finna have some fun tonight. You can lead, I'ma follow, baby, make me come tonight. Bend over like you found something. Then go ahead and make it clap for me just one time. I'm so high, I'm in the clouds humming. Girl, when you do it like that, you stay on my mind. So let's party till the sun comes up and make sure we fill up every cup. So turn up and wild party. We like to party. Hey, we like to party. We like to party, cause it's my motherfucking birthday. Party. We like to party. Hey, we like to party. We like to party, cause it's my motherfucking birthday. Now let me see you twerk something. Give yourself a round of applause. Do a combo on that ass, but don't hurt nothing. Left, right, left, then pause. I said, let me see you twerk something. Give yourself a standing ovation. Drop your booty to the floor and then start dumping. Girl, you know you gotta keep it jiggling. Now let me see you twerk something. Give yourself a round of applause. Do a combo on that ass, but don't hurt nothing. Left, right, left, then pause. I said, let me see you twerk something. Give yourself a standing ovation. Drop your booty to the floor and then start dumping. Girl, you know you gotta keep it jiggling. Party. We like to party. Hey, we like to party. We like to party, cause it's my motherfucking birthday. Party. We like to party. Hey, we like to party. We like to party, cause it's my motherfucking birthday.
Yeah, there it is.
Yo, if you don't like that song, you don't like the part.
Come on now.
Hey, you know what? I like them DJs, man. Tell them DJs cut that on at the party, man. That motherfucker gonna make a motherfucker dance a little bit. You hear me? Y'all hear it. Don't worry about it. We're gonna put the real promotions behind that motherfucker and make it do what it do. You hear me? Straight up, man. That's what it is, man. I like that, man. You know, party vibes. You know what I'm saying?
Man. Yeah.
You know, we passed the point of shoot 'em up, bang, bang.
Man.
We let them do that. You know what I mean? You know, some other shit, man. Expansion and evolution. You hear me? Elevate. Get up on that, man. Straight up. You know, I don't know what you got to do this weekend, but I sure want everybody and their mama to pull up at the Missouri Music Awards, man. It's gonna be a nice.
If I can make it, I'm
event,
gonna go.
man.
I'm gonna go for real.
You know what I mean? They got the tickets online at Eventbrite. You know, you just order the shit on your phone. Show your phone when you get to the place. It's simple as that, man. Don't get no better than that, man. Get suited and booted, man. Who gonna be the best dressed? You know what I mean? Who gonna be the weirdest dressed? You know how it be with a motherfucker.
They want to stand out.
When they had the award shows, they had the next day. They'd be like, "Well, who had the ugliest outfit on?
Man.
Who had the weirdest
Best
shit
to
on?"
worst,
Yeah,
right.
you know what I mean. We gonna have one of them. You know what I'm saying? E-Mills put it together. We gotta have an after. The next day after talk about what happened type deal going on. You know what I mean? Straight up. That's what it is, man. You know, we happy that you was able to come out and share, you know, your whole situation, the experience with us, and, you know, give the people some insight on what it is they don't know. You know what I mean? Because every experience is different.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So you might have told the people something that they ain't never heard through the whole 3 months that we've been doing this show. You know what I mean? And that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about. You got anything you want to add, bro?
Man, just want to thank you, man, for coming out. Like I always tell everybody, you giving us one of the most commodities we can't get back, which is time. So I appreciate you giving us your time.
I appreciate y'all, man.
Whoever watched, man, appreciate y'all tuning in, giving us y'all time.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Now, you know, I hate to do this, but you know, I gotta do this, right? Because you know, they said, Ray man, you up for award this weekend?
What up?
I said,
I gotta promote the doula real quick.
We got Super Doula. Let them know. Super Doula. Super Doula. Super Doula's our sponsor, y'all. This is one of our sponsors. You know what I mean? Super Doula LLC. You know, she'll be there for you for any of your times of need. If you're currently pregnant or trying to conceive, needing to spend time with a loved one, if you need an accountability partner, or you you're new to the area and you need somebody to you know, chill with or be able to get to know somebody, she's gonna be there for you. You know what I mean? All you gotta do is holler at her. You can contact her at superdoulallc.com. You know what I mean? The website is very informational. Y'all go on there and check it out and see what it is that you like, and you know, get in touch. You can also reach her through email at superdoulallc@gmail.com, or you can reach by telephone. What's the phone number, cuz?
816-982-3222.
Just like that, man. Super Doula. That's who you want to get in touch with.
If you don't really know what a doula is, take some time and Google it, because they cover a whole broader spectrum of things.
Yeah, definitely right about that. Definitely right about that. All right, now back to what I was saying.
Here we go.
You hear me?
Bills paid.
They said your boy is up for an award this week. Huh? What is the award? Matter of fact, in 2 categories. Up for Best Male Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
Up, man, that's what's up.
Just a little bit of work nigga been putting in, networking and all that shit. And then up for Video of the Year. Now they say, what video you got to suffer Video of the Year? Boy, don't you know I had a ball shooting this motherfucker. You hear me? I want y'all to check it out and see if y'all can dig it, man. This is Ray, man. Beat Out Your Back. It's up for Video of the Year at the All Missouri Music Awards. You know what I'm saying? We trying to take something home, man. Shit, I ain't never had no motherfucking award for my music before. I just want to be recognized. You hear me? Straight up. Go on, check out the video, and we going to be out of here. I'm Ray, man.
I'm Big Low.
And you are?
Chop, man. Chopzilla.
And this is Opinion Hated.
Peace out.
Man, you said you can't get 7 wins. You can get 5, 10, or 15. Now you don't get no wins. How you like that shit? I'm trying to beat out your back. I'm trying to beat out your back.
Since I like the way that you're wearing them hips, let me see you wiggle and figgle and jiggle it a bit. No matter the city, and no matter the cost, every lady get off the wall and show you's a boss. Pretty and petite and luscious and also thick. Get on the floor and show me just what you be working with. I like that. The dance floor, you heard it. I like that. Damn girl, you twerking it. You ain't through working it. Where you going? Do it again this time. Tell your fizzling friends to join in. And when they do, I'll be right in the middle. Like my nigga Butter Talk, Cuddy Mac Gorilla. I got a fetish for high heels with them straps, and also for the thong that you show when you sag. And that tattoo on your back got me thinking about sticking it. I'm knowing that you're feeling it. This is what you be dealing with. What's up? I got my dudes in the place and we don't give a fuck. Only one way to keep it in this crumb. Like Lil John for the club, I'm for the streets, cause I'm a nut. But on the see, I wanna see you shake your butt. Do it fast and speed it up. Don't spill what's in my cup. If you can't tell, baby girl, yeah, I ain't cut. I had that blueberry in the back, man, maybe that's why you smell stuck. And the way I'm on it, you can since I ain't no punk. I'm a smooth mellow fellow, and like the rest of these chumps, I got a bone with you, I'm hoping on it you jump. And I ain't trying to take advantage, cause I know that you're drunk. Just provide the opportunity for you and me to get away in the sweet with something good to eat till the sunrise the next day. And if you're down, baby girl, let's roll. Close your eyes and let the season and me take control.
First round pick, a first round chick. Funny cause I love it when you be looking so thick. I think I'm in love with the way you moving your hips. Influenced by fluids got me analyzing your list while I was conniving this hit. I was striving to get to that tattoo to the seat on the side of your hip. I see the ice on your wrist and I figure you might be the type for the one night. Not trying to be wifey. Love's not like me, it's the last thing on my mind. You gotta get back to the hubby and me back to the ground. We all know use the diamond in heels. It's looking lovely since I be one of a God I can have you off that bubbly. You feel me, baby? It's real. Now come with me. Nothing but drug lords and players. They run with me. It's fun to be with me. Just to let you know. Soon as you make up your mind, then we can roll. Beat it up, I'm talking about the googly woogly. If that means you, make it do what it do.
Man, you said you can't get 7 wins. You can get 5, 10, or...
Centric, 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 centric.